Delisa out here with Third Movement, wanting to make a very disturbing video. I apologize, but I think we should. This is something that we really need to know, and something that we really need to talk about. Seen a video. Now, if you got little kids around, this is gonna be some grown-up talk. This is gonna be, grown-up talk. If you got kids around, think about looking at this video at another time. But I seen a video of, I think it was like 6 young kids, and they seemed to be the age of 10 to 14. 6 individuals, 10 to 14, and they was rapping. They had one person in the middle with the phone, and I guess it was kind of like in like a circle or something. They was rapping, and they was rapping about doing sexual acts to men, little boys, all boys talking, rapping about doing sexual acts to men. And not only were they just rapping, they looked like they was like really knowing what they were talking about. Like they was really enjoying what they was doing, and they was really proud of what they were doing. Now we got a lot of issues in this. We have a lot of issues in there. We had the kids, knowing things that they shouldn't even be knowing about. They were saying things that I didn't even know about. You got kids knowing things they shouldn't even be knowing about. So what are the parents teaching them, or what are the parents allowing them to know? That's one of the issues. The second issue is, of course, the homosexuality issue in there. And the third issue is, I guarantee a lot of them came from a broken home, and it goes right back to that family issue. So let's go ahead and go issue by issue. The first issue is the parenting. I really feel like today, and these was all black kids, and I'm not saying that only little black boys that are having the mind of doing sexual things, but the issue is, whether it be a little black boy talking about sex with a woman, or a black boy talking about sex with a man, they should not, at the age of 10 to 14, you should not have that on your mind. That should not even come into your thinking. As a parent, what are we doing with our kids? Are we monitoring our kids no more? Are we so busy, caught up in our own lives, that we forgot that we're raising kids? Or do we even have a standard? Is there a standard in our culture to raise kids by anymore? I understand, you say, well, we can't beat them no more. Beating a kid or whooping a kid is not the only way to reach a kid. Matter of fact, if you let me tell you, it's a way that you can, it's not even the best way to reach a kid. I would say whooping, I wouldn't even use it as a way to reach a kid, or discipline a kid, or teach a kid. You have to physically be with them, talk with them, have conversations with them, see what they're thinking, see where their mind at, understand their feelings, helping them out with understanding their feelings. And when you talk about their feelings, and their sexual feelings included, when you talk about, don't be scared to be afraid, don't be afraid of to iron out and let them know how you feel about it. Because these are your kids. These aren't the world kids. The world is not going to raise the kids the way you want them to be raised. And they're not going to raise the kids with your values. Now, obviously, I'm talking to the church, or the folks that came Christianity on this. You raise your kids, take that power back. These are your kids. You had them. They didn't spend that time in labor. They didn't have nothing to do with making them. Don't give them that power of letting them tell you how to do with your kids, or have you so confused with your kids that you can't do nothing with them. It's ridiculous. We have to get our parents, we have to step back up. It ain't time to slack off when the kids get, the hard part over. They can cook for themselves, warm stuff up for themselves. They can go to school for themselves. All I gotta do is just buy it. No, we can't be there. We can't be there. We can't be where we only provide, where we become just providers. We cannot be there. We gotta be nurturers. We gotta be counsel. We gotta give good counsel to these kids. We have to teachers. We have to be teachers. We have to teach these kids. Learning starts at home in the first place. Go check out that video I did called Books. We have to get back to doing, being back to parents. The second issue is the homosexuality. Kids at that age don't understand what homosexuality really is, or the power, the demonic spirits behind that. So when they get involved in these sexual acts, it's sad, and you gotta understand something. They don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. You know, look at some of the homosexual numbers of people who end up depressed and killing themselves. It's kind of high. They don't have a chance. They don't even know what being with a woman or being with a man with. They don't even know why to be with a man or a woman. A sexual relationship, man, I'm telling you, a sexual relationship at the age of 14, between 10 and 14, you don't know anything. You don't know anything about a relationship, let alone sexually. That's sad. The last issue I want to hit is a real man would not have his kids doing anything like this. Matter of fact, if the father come along, if any of these little boys' fathers find out about this, he should be ashamed of himself. He should, even if he left home, he should be ashamed of himself, because by him leaving, let his kids get to there. Fathers, we have to step back up. We have to come back home. We have to stop our kids from doing all this foolery. We have to. We can't put all the blame on women. We cannot put all the blame on women when we're not there, because they're doing their best. It takes two. It takes two to have them. It takes two to raise them. And when one is not there, when one is there to have them, but one is not there to raise them, then you're a punk, and you're a big failure. I'm sorry. I shouldn't probably say punk. Got a little too carried away on it. But, you know, that's just real. You know, we really got to have that standard back. You know, we can't be cool with people. Man, you can't be cool with people that's not taking care of their kids, man. You can't be cool with people that don't pay child support or don't care about their kids' well-being. You're never going to solve this issue. We have to raise a standard in the black community. Black men, we have to raise a standard. We have to do better. We have to. The other issue I wanted to talk about was the little boy. Once again, this was in Harlem. The little boy who actually was forced by 3 other kids to have oral sex with. They made him have oral sex, perform oral sex on them. This was an 8-year-old made to perform oral sex on a couple 11 and 12-year-olds. Really, this is what we going to. This is America. This is the new America we living in, where kids are being forced to perform gay acts on other individuals. This is the new homosexual America that we want. This is the new homosexual America that we fighting for. Really? I'm just saying. And then the kids only get suspended for 5 days. That little boy, the mama said the little boy came home and he just looked at a wall and he won't stop looking. He just staring at the wall. That's where he at. They really scarred this little boy. Man, we really have to pray for this little boy, because they scarred this little boy. And that's what rape does. And I know rape happens to a lot of women, but, you know, it's not right at all when anybody is forced to do something. And I understand that, you know, we're living in a culture where when you're being raped, while a woman get raped, you kind of got to get over it. And that doesn't make it right. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I'm not saying that because this little boy got raped, and it's more important than the little girl getting. No, it's all the same importance. It's all wrong. It's all of this need to stop. And you know what the craziest thing about rape, and we need to bring this up as an issue, it mostly happens by people that are close to you, by people that know you, by people. In this case, it happened by people that he knew, obviously, but he was bullied into it. And all rape is a form of bully. All of it is. But we're not gonna solve the problem just saying, okay, we need to get this little boy counseling, taking them kids out 5 days. No, these kids, them 3 little boys that made him do this, they need some counsel. They need some working. They need some working in. They need some not pills going into their mind. They need somebody to go into their mind and see why they did this and help him find some healing. We need some spiritual healing in America. The more you take God out of stuff, the more crazy stuff happens. I'm telling you right now. The more ungodly this culture get. And then not only this culture getting ungodly, it's getting accepted. People are starting to accept this ungodly culture. And that's sad. That's sad. I'm sorry for bringing this story, but this story we really need to get a conversation going. We need to spark a conversation on these little kids and having a choice. Let's spark a conversation on little kids and having sex. Period, whether it be gay sex or regular sex. Let's start a conversation on that. Then let's start a conversation on rape awareness. What can we do to heal the victims and also heal the person that raped, the rapist, the rapee, or whatever. Both sides need to be healed. And what can we do? Instead of giving them meds or whatever, what can we do, to really solve this problem in America? There's got to be answers. Lacey, I'm Third Movement. I'm out.